More Voices features a number of songs by United Church musician Bruce Harding. He was the managing editor of the development team. We spoke with Bruce at his home congregation in British Columbia.
Well, there was a survey done of the church. I think there were 1,500 pastoral charges responded to this survey about worship and everything that's going on in the church, which is a huge response. That's almost half of the church responding. And there was an overwhelming support for a few questions that they said. Is a supplement needed? Do we need some more music resources? And people just said yes. This book was entirely based on new repertoire. So our mandate was, this was a mandate from General Council Executive, was to do post Voices United. So that's post 1994, thereabouts, when the canon closed on Voices United. And to in particular look at areas such as music for youth and children, more global songs from around the world to help us continue to sing with our sisters and brothers from around the world, and Canadian content was another big one to really help our church sing its own music. So those were our main areas of focus. Jesus, yesterday, today, forever. Well, we did put out a call for submissions, and that went out across the church through the national website, through emails, you name it, those kinds of ways, and through the Hymn Society of the United States and Canada, and through various international lists. So we had submissions come in from around the world. By the end of that submission call, the last month or so up to the deadline for submissions, I was receiving about 300 submissions a day, rolling in by email and by mail. So we, the committee, waded through probably close to 10,000 songs altogether to find the 225 that are in this book. It's amazing how well they work together. From the very beginning, I had in mind using a consensus model. So not that we would have to agree with each other, but that we would sit with each other, pray together, and really wrestle with things and come to a decision that I could live with that. That's the phrase we used. I could live with this being in the book, and I could teach it in a workshop. And there were one or two pieces where we had to really sit and pray a lot, and it took us quite a while to reach decisions. This book is about half shorter songs from a variety of traditions, global traditions, and you name it. And the other half is stuff that will feel fairly traditional. There are new hymns in here with gorgeous imagery and tunes that follow in the great organ tradition. So it's a real mix itself. The more people open it up, the more they'll find that there's something in there for everyone and for all congregations.